Hello everyone, it's Brachiosaurus here for another episode in my Let's Play Denmark series. We just finished off with a successful parliament and seeing the Livonians sponsor some rebels against our Estonian fiefdom over here in the east. So we're going to have to deal with them. That is totally unacceptable. We can raise 91 fishing levies to shuttle our land army around. So that's great. We'll move the king over there. Rebellion against Estonia. Relations are maxed out with Bohemia. Will they ally me? No, because I'm at war. Oh, but that's 96, so there is some room for an alliance. Okay, let's start collecting food. Let's embark. Where are all of my ships? Collect food and embark. Everybody else just kind of gets somewhere useful. Are those my only ships? I'll take them. I thought I had 90. That's not 90. That's 67 and 5. Are they not taking on food? I want them all to take on food. They've got food now. Is there no food in Copenhagen for them? Let's get these guys out there. Send them over to Estonia. What's the deal? Why are they not getting any food? Do I only have +1? No, this is province-wide. Copenhagen might be a little bit low. I can't tell. Where are my food stores? Copenhagen is making a ton of food, 123 a month. They should be okay. Let's get more wheat farms to make them even more okayer. Maybe we'll just try taking the food from Malmo. That seemed to work last time. No, not working this time. Maybe it's just too big of a fleet. Well, we'll send them over. Excuse me? Why can't you go over there? There. We'll send these troops down here. Start taking some engagements. We're losing all of this land. I don't want to lose that land. Get the hell out of here. Okay, let's split off half of them and send that half south. And then we'll send this half to go fight. Where are the Livonians going? Arriving in my province. Are they coming to fight me? Did they lose? They lost. They're in full retreat. So we'll go take down the rebels here. Hey, you can't force me out. What are you doing? withdraw our ships. What's the main location over here? Oh, we'll go there. We'll go there. We'll take these guys. We'll go over here to this village of Roop. Oh, they walked right into us. Not a good day for the Livonians. Are the Livonians free? It doesn't look like it. They're gray. And I have it set up so that they have the Overlord's color. They are still a vassal of the Teutons. Taking back land everywhere. Mecklenburg have asked us for gold. Why do you want gold, Mecklenburg? I'm not your bank. It looks like we're doing quite well. Am I the leader over here? Estonia is. So I guess Estonia will probably peace out in a moment. Do I have 2 armies? Where do I get 150? No, we'll just split them up and send them to the last 2 headquarters over here. There we go. Estonia annexes the revolter. Let's get everybody home. Get them back to St. Martin. Home properly. I don't think it matters. I think if you disband them anywhere, they just magically teleport back home. But I feel like the right thing to do is to take them home. Drop them off in Copenhagen. Did I get my library here? I did, and I can just barely not build a hospital. They are taking attrition from a lack of food. That's unfortunate. Also disband all levies. We lost a few guys there, I guess. And you, send you, excuse me, put the king back in charge for the power. Navies out of home parts. Well, they're in the home port. Send them to patrol the Baltic. They did take a little damage. Speaking of, I need more dwarves for more sailors. I think the other option is the fishing village, which is not profitable, but does create maritime presence and sailors. So I might do a couple of those. In some of these more rural provinces. Speed 5 again. Yeah, Meissen is doing pretty decently. They're still alive, still intact. I think they have a union with Thuringia. Thuringia is running the union. Control H. Thuringia has Lusadia as a vassal, I believe. Tough to tell sometimes. Receiving military access. Who's Lusadia? Are they just in the Union? I can't tell. Brandenburg is holding on. Expanding a little bit. Often see Brandenburg just fall apart. They still have the Wittelsbachs. Oh, they still have the Wittelsbacher neglect. That's not good for them. Only 21 tax, whereas Thuringia has 100. Thuringia is rich. Meissen is rich. Am I that rich? I don't think I'm that rich. Oh, I'm at grown to 88. That's pretty good. Pretty good with the RGO focus here. Let's get some more RGOs going. They're still employing. Wool is pretty good. Let's pump up the wool. I'd like to be wool independent. The 100 Years' War still going on. The geography is a mess. France took a chunk out of Aquitaine in the north here. And some random provinces. I don't know why England has this little stretch. There we go. City rights. Cost to found towns and cities are down. So maybe I can start to think about turning Copenhagen into a proper city. Costs an arm and a leg still. That is offensive. I would need to lower the cost of glass and of lumber significantly. So maybe I should look at lumber, which is quite expensive, and expand those. Oh, my vassals have a lot of it too. I can get lumber mills directly in the capital as well. Can I build hospitals anywhere? I can build plenty of hospitals. Maybe I should start doing some hospitals. Oh, we've shot up in great power score. We were 41 and we're now up to number 34. I think embracing institutions is worth 10 each, so probably embracing the professional armies really pushed it up. The Renaissance is spreading in, so that's excellent. And banking is basically here. We can take that on soon. For 200 ducats. Did this cost go down at all? No, it's going up due to a lack of lumber and glass. Where were the sand? Sand here, sand there, sand there. I don't think I have towns in any of those. No town up here, no town here, and no town here. It was Tronder, yeah. So no good places to build glass. So maybe I should turn Aarhus here into a town, because they get lumber and glass, so they can make some decent stuff if I urbanize them. How much is that? That is, my lumber is way too expensive. Everything is too expensive. We've got to solve that. Glass. Let's build glass guilds in Copenhagen. Let's build 2. And then let's go back to the lumber. Let's get some more peasants employed around the capital region. We've got tons and tons waiting for work. Get them cutting some logs. What's going on over here? Is France invading Holland? They are. What a mess. France against Holland, Bohemia, Hesse, Cologne, everybody. 27,000 strong against the 60,000 French juggernaut. England, get in there, do something. How's my antagonism with Sweden? Still quite a lot. Can I reduce that? Some improved relations. Speaking of improved relations, yes, they like me, and so they are primed for annexation. Brema has fallen under the Hansa's yoke. I would really like a CB against the Hansa. I'm gonna send them an insult. An admiral worth his title. I can get an admiral character, or I can get naval tradition. Let's get a character. I don't feel like I especially need one, but never hurts to have. Lumber, they're all employing up. That's going to take a little while. So let's build some lumber mills as an alternative. And Inodents. There. Professional armies are finally here. Organized recruitment is next. Plated knights after that. I need that sergeantry building, don't I? Is that going to be expensive? That is dirt cheap. Why didn't I build that sooner? Guys, build your sergeantries early. They cost 30 ducats. And we need more bucks. Let's get some clerics off to work. Printing bucks. They're cheap too. Are they just masonry? They are. Get to work, clerics. Sell for 6 while the goods cost 1. That seems wildly profitable. Taking in some paper, some dyes, and some wood and turning it into books. Yeah, so I'm maxed out on Sweden, so we're just gonna suffer with antagonism there. Poland having another noble revolt. I really want this land. I have more options here. Do I have options against my rival? Humiliate rival. Trade conflict. If we were embargoed, we could do that. Disrupting trade. If I had privateers. Anti-piracy. If Lithuania can be targeted. Should I just like no CB against the Hansa? You guys go away. Would Bohemia help them? Bohemia would help them. So let's not do a no CB. I do have the stability. Why would Brabant not join me? What's wrong with you guys? we say that Bohemia could almost ally us? -6. Let's get some more trust with the Bohemians. Veneration of the Virgin Mary will take stability. We get another parliament, always in Copenhagen. Develop the interior gets us one town with development and gets us land, which is not great. Clay and fishing industries, some farming estates. Bolster the government. Support the state is probably a good one to take here. This is a pretty bad roll, it looks like. So we'll go support the state for a little temporary crown power. And what can we get? Change of policy to mandatory impressment for maritime law. I mean, I could do that. I don't really care. Support free subjects. Yeah, if we unpause, it ticks up quite a lot. We're ticking towards free subjects. So let's support the free subjects. Support the naval. Preserve individualist values. These are all good. What happens if we pass this? The king gains some abilities. I kind of want to try a CB against Poland while they're having some struggles. Let's get an alliance with Bohemia. I doubt that Bohemia would join us. They would? Oh, they would. Well, well then. It's an easy ask for a casus belli against Poland for Holstein. And we shall declare this war, calling in Bohemia with a Parliament CB for Holstein, for Polish Holstein. Your Majesty, Bohemia has honored our treaties. Well, Bohemia should make short work of them. I've got 15,000 levies. Quite nice. Sweden having another noble revolt. Seems to be common in Sweden and Poland. Issues with the nobility. Annexing Holstein. Holstein is ours. Excellent. Stad is ours. We're losing support in the debate that we've kind of ignored because we got what we wanted. We don't want to, yeah. It's only worth 13. Maybe there's something better that they want more behind that, but I don't really care. Let's get all of our troops together. Merge. And then who are we against? Thuringia. Yeah. Guess we have to march down here. Ask Lüneburg for food access. How many diplos do I have? Maybe we'll just ask Brandenburg then. I have... No, I do not. Request food access through Brandenburg. That way we can send some food through Wismar. Weismar. Can we upgrade Aarhus? No, because lumber is still far too expensive. start building in my vassals. Getting desperate for lumber here. Lumber mills in, what is it, 1,000 people. Let's just build them all over. We got peasants. An unlikely inheritor. A landed member of the nobility has died without an immediate heir. Under Danish law, the title would pass to Captain Moritz Schlick, a distant relative, a Holsteinian, our mercenary, with an admiral trait. Despite his blood collection, he is clearly not of noble stature, so it might be preferable to merge the title into the crown instead. Can I just steal stuff? Progress towards aristocracy, not great, but +10 centralization. We're currently 47 centralized. That happened quickly. Look at that. Lovely. Yeah, we'll take that title. Albert Estride's son. My ruler's other son. We don't have any nobles for him to marry anyone. My son can join the Knightly Order of Hungary. The Crown Prince, that is. The Hansa are now allowed. Oh, does that give me a casus belli? Maybe that's how I attack the Hansa. Would Bohemia care? We are doing a number on Poland here. Yeah. They're not having a good time. Thuringia, not having a good time. What can we get from the little allies here in Thuringia? You know, I don't want to completely ruin you guys. Who's got the contribution? We have 0 contribution. Bohemia has 64. I'm not even going to take money then. I'm going to take war reps directly. Lustia becomes a fiefdom. No, we're not going to do anything silly like that. Can I force a royal marriage? Adelaide Estradadotter and Maris von Wedden. The 50-year-old sister. Oof. Sure, why not? And we'll humiliate them. We cannot have a peace deal until the 5th of April. We beat them too quickly. What's over here? There's hardly a sign of Poland. Fair laws embraced by all. Estate satisfaction and tax efficiency. That's a good one. Ooh, who is this? Let's fight him. Who is that? Who are we fighting? Who are we against? The free city of Nuremberg. Why are we against Nuremberg? What are you guys doing? We have overwhelming numbers, crushing the left flank over here. This one's not going to last too long. Crushing the center as well. Nuremberg, what were you thinking? Let's go straight down to Nuremberg. Who are we at war with? Poland, Nuremberg, Thuringia. That's basically it. What was the holdup in piecing out Thuringia? Oh, until April. That'll be the same for Poland, I guess, right? A 1,000 of my guys died in that little skirmish. Kind of don't want to fight. Don't want to lose any troops over this. Don't want to lose any peasants from my farm fields. It's just not worth it. I'll just wait it out until April here. April the 5th. There we go. Thuringia, will you accept this? The royal marriage goes through. Thuringia pays war reps. A royal marriage and a humiliation. Thank you very much. Who's the other one? Nuremberg? What do they look like? They've got a little lion. Why don't I see them on this peace menu at all? Are they gone? Were they an ally of Thuringia? Bizarre. They are out of the peace. Out of the war, I should say. Move some troops over to Poland. What happens with the nobles? It looks like we're not at war with them. They're not red. Can we just move in? Ah, so nothing happens. So I shouldn't attack anybody who's having a revolt. I shouldn't try and gank any countries who are in a revolt like that. Poland, give me all of this exclave of yours. This very ugly border gore exclave. Humiliate Poland. Take war reps. What other treaties? Toggle country treaties. Can we make them release something? We could, but do I care? Cancel subjects. Country filters. Liberate countries. I can't liberate Danzig, for example. That would be nice if I could do that. Inoroclaw. Inoroclaw. Town of Inoroclaw up there. I mean, kind of interested in them, but not really. We have a huge win here. What is Bohemia? They approve of this? They approve? Okay. Well, everybody approves then, so let's end the war. Let's go home, boys. End the war. Peace in our time. Send the boys home. Disband all of our levies. Now, I'm going to need a cabinet member. Current 57 centralization. We can't push anymore beyond 42. So he cannot centralize anymore. So, what we're going to do is he's old. He's old too, so maybe one of them will die soon. But in the meantime, we can integrate our new province. We can integrate Holstein. we'll get that one taken away. Integrating Holstein will be done in May 1408. That's a while. Okay, and who lives in Stad? It's the Lower Saxons. Who is the leader of the Lower Saxons? Probably Lunenburg? Yeah. 50 favors required. How am I ever going to get up to 50 favors? Cannot curry any more favors. We can embrace banking. Lithuania is no longer a valid rival. Well, I think we might make it Poland then. And France has annexed Holland. What a terrible turn of events. And they are, it looks like they're trying to finish the 100 Years' War against England here. Castile is, oh my goodness, Portugal. What is happening to Portugal? You poor, poor Portugal. Who's in Castile? Beatriz de Borgona. The Borgona family beef. King de Barcelona. The Anjous. Are they still in? Ah, a different Angio is Count of Provence. Provence is doing alright. Nobility demands pensions. They want 100 gold. 100 gold to tell them to F off. You know what? F off, nobles. Let's build in Aarhus. Found this town. It's 300. The price of lumber is down a little bit. So that's good. We need to reduce it more. Reduce the demand for lumber. Our RGOs are still kind of maxed out, so we'll look at the city-based lumber mills. The poor man's lumber mill. What else can we build? They're still recruiting. The salt mines, we can push up the salt mines. We can push up the wool farms. I was about to say wool mines. We're making quite a lot of money with this new 15 ducats in Diplo income from the war reps. All those tasty, tasty war reps. You know what? I'm gonna turn Stad into a something or other. Because I don't accept those guys. The Elbe Marshes. We're gonna make them a vassal, let's say. What if I put my non-inheriting son on the throne? Do I have a brother or something? The Crown Prince. Helvig. Got a lot of people to choose from. Ooh, Valdemar. He's quite proficient. He'd be good in cabinet. From the clerics. I'd like to get someone from my family in cabinet as well. Who has good abilities? Philip. Look at these guys. Impressive. Maria Anjou. Let's send one of these clerics who's an admiral. I think when you automate admirals, it just automate admirals and generals, it creates a whole ton of characters. We've got the plated knights. 10% of our valid pops, which is probably the nobles, will levy up as plated knights. And now we're going for the armory. Unfortunately, it looks like a search by name only. Yeah, oh no. Okay, I don't know, get out of here. The call of God. Like many pious people seeking a spiritual lifestyle, our courtier Captain Siegfried Birgensen has decided to join a Catholic religious order. The clergy will of course be delighted to have a person of such political standing inducted into their orders, but we can block the process if it is not part of our plan. He is very mediocre. Go with God, sir. Go with God, Siegfried. We don't need him for anything else. We were going to build wool, weren't we? We did build wool. We'll build another one. Let's build a horse, and another horse, and a third horse. Horses are worth. Horses are quite worth. What else can we build? None of our buildings are worthwhile. Fiber crop farms being one of the top earners. Let's get a couple of those started so that we have some domestic production. Our income is past 104. That's good. We have a claim the throne on Meissen. Oh, and we have a claim the throne on Thuringia. So, a royal marriage with Thuringia produced some results. What would happen if we did this? We'd have quite the war on our hands. I would lose a ton of stability from breaking the truce. Brabant have broken off their alliance. Brabant, you bastards. Not that you were particularly useful or anything. Who do we have AE with? Munster. Elb. Well, let's boost that up. And then the Hansard, we have AE with you. Not really. Well, let's do that anyways. I kind of don't want to mess with unions. Although it would probably be a very good union to have, because they've got 3 countries under them already. I could basically just walk in, take it over, put myself on top. We can intervene against Scotland. I don't want to. What am I looking for? I want to know. A truce? Ongoing diplomacy? Who do I have a truce with? Truce with Poland until 1403. Truce with Bulgaria. Truce with Thuringia until 1401. So that's in another couple years. And I have a CB until 1403. So I might be able to get away with it. What else happened? Albert is still unmarried. Let's just get him somebody. Lüneburg, that would be a good one. They're right on my border. Lüneburg would have to pay to maintain an alliance with us. Sad. Unmarried children. We have another unmarried daughter. Who can we send her to? Where can we send her to, I should say? England or Brittany? Or Rudnik. That seems terrible. Where are they? The Piast dynasty? They're over there in Silesia. Right there. Why do they have 123? Great power score. More than the electorate of Saxe. Some of these are quite strange. Felix Griff. That would be a good one. Because I think we could get Wolgast under a union when that pops. Hansa, how can I fight you? With no CB? I would just get 5 antagonism for the heck of it for doing it. Export licenses for nobles. Instead of paying cash to the nobility, another option to ensure their loyalty is to grant them privileges to collect special revenues, such as from foreign trade, from which they can make a healthy profit. A proposal has reached King Invar's ears to grant several families of the nobility export licenses for our trade with Stedin. Doing so would please them greatly, but the burghers may view the matter less favorably. Grant licenses, which boosts the nobles and pushes down the burgher satisfaction, or lose nobility satisfaction. Well, that was minus 2.5 net, and the other one was minus 10 net. Although I think the burghers... Oh no, the nobles are worth as much to us as the burghers are. So we will go ahead and grant that privilege. Let's... no, let's not overtax the burghers. Let's reduce that. Keep them at both at about 60. I like that split. Do I have any inflation? I do have a tiny bit of inflation. So we'll get that ticking down. Get that dealt with. We have some good stability. Let's, I can build another town here, it looks like. Where else did I need a town? The Welser family. Let's pause this for a second. Welser was a German merchant and banking family from Nuremberg and Augsburg that claimed descent from the Byzantine general Belisarius. They provided a lot of banking service to the growth of the Habsburg Empire, making them extremely wealthy. By the age of discovery, they had trading posts in Antwerp, Madrid, Lisbon, Rome, Lyon, and other cities. The Wessler are now open for business. Army drill is unlocked. So hold on, let's pause. Wool and amber are over here, so this province would make a quite good city, along with salt would be a good RGO. So Vardy, you would be a good town. And our lumber price is down. Lovely. How much does it cost to turn Copenhagen into a city? 1,200 still. We're quite a ways from being able to do that. One thing I could do, I have the royal court. Can I build the royal garden? There's not enough tin to build a royal garden. I would have to import tin, I guess. I haven't built markets in a while. Let's build a couple of them. And I did want to check on the library situation. Aarhus and Kiel, they can both have libraries. Important to keep my people reading. Well, it's the turn of the century, 1400. Seems like a good place to pause and take stock of things. Our economy has grown by quite a lot. We're up to 100 income, or 100 tax base, and we are earning quite a lot. although some of that, 10 ducats of that a month, is from our war reparations, which will be ending soon. Still helping to boost us up while not helping them. Not helping them, I should say. Our values are coming along quite well. We're at 65 naval and 57 centralization. Let's have a look at our average control. Very decent values all over. A lot of green on the central island. I haven't been doing a good job of rotating that control increase around. I should do some more with that. What's our next most valuable? Zealand is most, and the amber mines in Skane and Gonagay is second, and the amber mines in Vestjylland are third. Seeing a theme. I guess I should build a city over here to do something with that amber. But yeah, coming along quite well. We don't have any control down here. We should build a road across, maybe, so that we get some projection out of Kiel. Distance-wise, no, we have 49 projection. Why is our control so low? Oh, it's because they're getting integrated. Yeah, never mind. We've got the 28 in Pinburg, so the others will be between that once they integrate properly. Speaking of integration, Magdeburg, they like us. They might be a prime candidate to integrate next. The Teutons have taken over Gothenburg, or not Gothenburg, sorry, Gotland, that island. And what's the ledger looking like? Country-wise, who's on top? Bohemia is on top with 500 score. Egypt, France, and the Eastern Roman Empire rounding out the list. Denmark is a honorable mention down here. We're on the front page at number 31 in the world, nestled between the Pope, who is, can we see his ranking? I don't see it anywhere. I don't see these rankings anywhere. I don't know. But yeah, we're between the Pope and Naples as far as overall score. Can we see it here? Naples 32, the Pope 30. So perfectly ranked there. Hungary number 28. Eastern Rome, they are not really hurting. The Ottomans are big. They're quite consolidated. They are number 131 nominally. I'm not sure I believe that. How strong are they? We are slightly stronger than the Ottomans. So the Ottomans are roughly comparable to us, although they have double our population at 1.5 millions. And what's their tax? More tax than us as well. But yeah, all in all, things are going reasonably well. Our income is one of the lower in the on the top page here. So we need to continue to work on that, but it has been going up pretty steadily. The rest of the world, France and England are still fighting the 100 Years' War. France expanded a little bit into the Netherlands, but now there's a Holland back. Are they a vassal? They're just purely released. They're independent. Very interesting, with a Polish Silesian Piast on the throne. Bohemia doing their thing with a ton of vassals and fiefdoms and whatnot throughout the HRE. I guess they just like fight people and make them release land that they take and turn it into a mess that they control. The Pope doing very nice down in his section of central Italy. Naples also coming in pretty strong with some expansion, although they're facing a revolt right now, and they haven't taken care of Sicily, haven't handled that. Castile dominating Iberia, and it looks like there's a war here between Aragon and Bern. That should generally go Aragon's way pretty heavily. The rest, it looks like there's a big clergy revolt against the Golden Horde. And Muscovy, I thought that they had a little bit more consolidation going on, but Rostov is now free. Free and not part of the Tatar yoke, is that what I'm seeing? Yeah. Or are they somebody's vassal? Are they brand new? That's very odd. They're not in any IOs. They're not even in like the Orthodox Church. Not in the Patriarchate. Lithuania. Are they Catholic? They are Catholic. Lithuania has converted. Yeah, so that's kind of the state of the world. The HRE, we're seeing some states consolidate. We've got a light pink Nineberg over here. Brandenburg looking healthy. And then Thuringia, with Thuringia, Meissen, and Laustia under their union. Did they lose Laustia? Lusatia, sorry, I should say. I thought that they were ruled by the same. Oh no, they're just a fief of Thuringia, so they're a more direct vassal. But yeah, Thuringia doing well in kind of central Germany. Bohemia, strong as always. And our ally with plus 200. Hopefully we can keep them on side. Austria, also our ally. Bavaria still split up. Working on it. Milan doing, I don't know, okay, but not super great. Verona is still there. They haven't been dealt with. And yeah, Bologna having, Bologna having taken out Florence. Pisa gaining some land from them as well. Well, that wraps up the little recap there, and that takes us into the 1400s. So thank you for tuning in. Leave a like and subscribe if you like what you're seeing. Leave a comment. I like to see those. And I'll see you in the next episode. Thanks, everyone. Cheers.